All right, so welcome back again to Heroic Online Institute. I'm reviewing the project, the web project submitted by one of my students. Like I've said before, we are conducting a front-end, heroic front-end competition, heroic web development front-end competition. Students are made to develop the front end of any kind of website they like and submit to me. Actually, these students are still new. They just started. They are new. Okay, so we are kind of trying to use this competition to help them learn more, keep learning. Okay, it's better to learn programming with real world projects, creating real world projects, and that is what we are trying to make them do. Okay, so that's by the way. Then let me quickly start editing the website of this student. Number one observation I made here is that you, my students, the first observation is that this is the site you submitted before. This is more or less the site you submitted before. You just kind of edited it, added few things to it, and that is not the instruction I gave. You understand me? But you've done it already. There's no time again to tell you to start afresh. If we still have enough time, I will tell you to start afresh to create a completely different site, other than the one you've created before. Do you understand me? But because we don't have any more time, let's work with the one you have. Okay? Alright. But the subsequent times when I give instruction, pay attention, absolute attention to the instruction, so that I won't see my instruction as being futile, as some of my students are not paying attention to the instructions. Always pay attention to my instructions. Now, and the instruction was that you are meant to develop a completely different website from the ones you developed before. Okay, and you are meant to research on Google to get samples of websites and choose the one you want to develop. Watch that website while you develop yours. Do you understand me? So subsequent times you do it well. Alright, that's it. Then the first observation is that this logo is big and it's now expanding the size of this navigation. Okay, this is too big because of this logo, so you have to resize the logo, make the logo small so that it will balance. This will at least stop somewhere here. This will stop somewhere here. You understand? It's too big from here to here. So that's it. Then coming down, okay, I think you spaced out this, so you see you have issue with CSS here. So you have to find out what happened and solve it. So you see you have lots of issues there below here. Okay, find out what exactly happened. Maybe you made a mistake somewhere in your CSS code, or maybe you remove a tag. You mistakenly deleted a particular HTML tag and it affected everything you've done. So you have to debug this. That's going to take your time, debug it. One more observation here, where you check the space here and space here, they're not the same. So this space here and this space here should be the same. So correct it. Okay, correct it. And my observation here is that if you are using title case for this, I think title case should also go here. That's another observation. Okay, so that said, let me check other ones. Okay, this one, I think you tried a lot here, and that's okay. Okay, one observation I actually made here is, well, it's okay, it's not bad, let's leave it. But what I would have wanted to say is this: when you are using a color like this for your button, this line is supposed to be the same color. Do you understand? This line is supposed to be this color. Okay, but the color you use for the line, for the button line, is not far away from this, still within the color space of this particular dark red. Okay, so it's not bad, but it's better that when you are using two buttons that are side by side, if the first one is maybe dark, the second one should be light with outline of the color of the other button. You understand me? So in case if this button is of the same color with this one, then you see that it will match. Do you understand? It will match this outline. Like if you change this color, right, this button to this color, it will match this outline immediately. but it's still not bad. It still matches it to a good extent. Okay, still not bad, still very much acceptable. Okay, I think I like these ones. They are not quite bad, they are looking good. Okay, even though if I'm the one developing it, since we are using this color for button, use the same color for this one. It's not always wise to use different colors, so many colors. Okay, like if whenever you want to design a website, you choose your dominant color and use it with white. Maybe you apply gray. Okay, but just make sure that that dominant color is reflecting almost everywhere. So if you change this color to this particular one, change it to this, it will match. This thing I'm telling you applies so much to graphic design too, like when you're designing stuff. Okay, like this, this dark red is your dominant color. Use it for a lot of text. Okay, mistake you made here is that you see that you gave. Yeah, I'm thinking that the mistake you made here is that you gave a fixed width for this, which is not supposed to. When you give a fixed width for an element, the content of that element will be hidden, or they will overflow. That is what is happening here. But if there is no fixed width, as this text is expanding, it will be expanding with this element. You understand me? So you also consider this margin, padding or margin, space between two. Whenever you are working on a website, try to consider padding a lot. Okay, for different sections. So for me, if you are developing a section, try to make the padding to be 50 pixel, at least 50 pixel from here to here, 50 pixel from here to here before the text will start. The same thing for top and bottom, left and right. It depends on the pixel you want to make for left and right. Maybe you can make 100 pixel, because from here to here somewhere maybe 80 pixel or thereabout. Okay, can make it 80 pixels, still not bad. That said, just take charge of this. Remove the fixed width you put here. Try to allow it to expand. And the size, this size you're using here is completely different from this. I think this is supposed to be the same size with this content. I see it's an overflow. Okay, it's supposed to be the same size. It seems to be bigger. Okay, make it the same size with this one or with this one. Okay, that said, we are progressing. Then this one, let's talk. Okay, I think this one should start with capital letter, and this one should start with small, because you put comma. In case if you had put full stop, then this will go with capital. Always consider punctuation when you are working, or consider grammatical errors too. It will show that you're a professional when you consider all those stuff. This is not styled yet. You've not styled this, so you need to style it. There's space here. You need to give space to your padding. I mean padding space. And this one, the padding seems to be too much. Maybe it's supposed to start from somewhere here to somewhere here. Then you now have a pad. So this is supposed to start somewhere here. That it will be 50 pixel padding. Okay, and this 50 pixel padding should affect all sections, so that your site will look more professional. Okay. I think that's it. And I've talked about using Times New Roman. I think you should look for another font. Okay, and you have to also consider dominant color too, like dominant color. I think even though I like this black the way it is, okay, but because we are talking about dominant color, this color should have been this one, like this black should have been this color, because we are looking at dominant color, but it's still not bad anyway. All right, so that shade. Okay, contact them blog. Okay, I think you've not really done anything in blog. So if you've not done it, if you don't want to do anything, or you don't have time to do anything in a particular menu, remove that menu from the menu, from this navigation bar. Remove it, as in comment it out, so that it won't be visible. Okay, when you finish working on it, you make it visible. You understand me? All right. Then this one. What is the essence of this space? This space from here to here. You have to find out what happened. Why this space? You have to close up the space, and this padding from here to here. Consider that it's supposed to be like 50 pixel padding, but it's okay if you want it to be like this, it's okay. But if it should be like this, let this one be the same size. That should be the same size of the width. Okay, then the space is given to this control this text field. I think the space between this full name and the text field, they are far. You keep it far. Okay, close up the space. Check whether what happened, whether it is margin or padding that made it to get to this. Okay, this full name is supposed to be almost on top of this text field. You understand me? Then there should be space here. Then this one will come. This one will be almost on top of this one. There should be small space here. This one should be almost on top of this one. There should be small space from here to here. Okay, maybe this space is okay. Let me just say this space seems to be okay. All you need to do is just to shift this up until it's almost touching this. Shift this up until it's almost touching this. Shift this thing up until it's almost. Just find out what's happened. Why this space? Find out the reason for these spaces. For all these spaces, it should be padding or margin. Okay, apply to either this paragraph or this text field. Find out exactly what happened, or maybe a div where this text field is. Maybe that div has either margin or padding, and it is pushing this thing away. Consider them, make them look great, please. Okay. Just know that you are going to take your time, create enough time to learn this well. Okay, even though you seem to be combining it with this, other things, always create time to keep learning. This is a skill that at a point in your life it will start making you huge money if you learn it well. Okay, but for now, this is the time to make that sacrifice. Lots of sacrifices to be made to be able to get to that point where you will start making money in millions. Okay. The same corrections I made in the register part also applies to this. Check this space. What's happened? Is this how you want it to be? No. Yes, I think it should be closed. Okay, check everything, make necessary corrections. I think you're true. Just in this footer, also I've made corrections on this footer. Consider affecting the corrections. Okay. So once you're done with this, then I think you are good to go. So once you're done, the next thing is for you to go straight away to presentation. You don't have to resend this to me. Go straight away to presentation, then make a video presentation, present everything, then upload it to your YouTube, then log in, register in Heroic Talent website. Okay, there you upload your video there. Okay, you see how to do that. It's easy. Once you register and log in, you see that it's easy. Okay, you upload it. If you get confused in the course of registering, you let me know. Okay, so you upload your skill or your project there, then you copy the link and start the marketing of your voters. Okay, thank you so much. Please, if you've not gone through what I posted about how to make a presentation and other things that follows, try to go to Heroic Students WhatsApp group. Go through the post. It's important. Listening to my voice notes there too, to know exactly what to do. Okay, thank you so much.